Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another post-fight analysis video. Roxanne Modafferi versus Andrea Lee, the rematch. Well, once again, history repeats itself. Roxanne, she won a decision over Andrea Lee again. Roxanne really pretty much just stuck to her game, whether it was striking or on the ground, she just stayed consistent. Whereas Andrea Lee was having moments, but in my opinion, I really think she was really having trouble committing to a pace in this fight. Like sometimes she would really come full force with the striking and the boxing. And then there were just times that she would just kind of slow down and just let Roxanne kind of have her way. She would actually let Roxanne outstrike her, which I thought was surprising to me because like I said, Andrea Lee has a very good jab, good technical jab, good movement. She's the younger fighter here, so I figured that she would have been the one using her legs more so. But Roxanne was actually the fighter that was using more lateral movement and committing to punches and bunches. And I mean, the blueprint to beat Roxanne is there for a lot of strikers. If you're talking about even Jennifer Maia, Lauren Murphy, a lot of these fighters knew how to nullify her takedowns and then just go back to just beating her with their hands. And Roxanne, she's not the fastest fighter, but that right hand she commits herself to, and her physical strength and grappling is pretty good. But at the same time, again, I really felt like Andrea Lee had the tools to beat Roxanne, but experience can trump skill if you're really committing to it, and that's why I did just go with her as a pick, Roxanne. But just going back and looking at the first round, Roxanne actually started the stand-up battle with Andrea, and knowing that she was going to do that, I thought that Andrea Lee would have went on, committed to using the jab and just going ahead and trying to outbox her and outstrike her. But Roxanne, she was able to catch Andrea Lee with the right hand coming in, and then she caught her once more and got a takedown. But Andrea managed to get back up. Roxanne, then she runs in again, and Andrea Lee grabs her, and then she gets the body toss. And I really feel like Andrea Lee should have just went back to standing and just going back to pumping her jab out, but instead she goes back to the ground and tries to land some elbows on Roxanne. But Roxanne, the ground is her world, so she stands it back up and gets her own takedown to reposition Andrea Lee. And inside control, she's just putting that weight on Andrea Lee and just to try to slow things down. And Andrea really just stayed in much of a, she just kind of stayed in this grappling match with Roxanne and not really getting a lot done. So I had to give the round to Roxanne because I feel like she landed the better right hands and had the better ground control. Round two, Andrea, she opened up with a pair of good left hooks, and this is what I'm talking about. You go in there, use that speed and that accuracy you have, you'll get something done. But Roxanne came back with a flurry, and Andrea Lee, to me, she just kind of stood there and took a lot of shots, in that opening minute. So finally, she started to make an adjustment and started boxing a little bit better, using more feints and not running straight in. She started picking her shots more here, and Roxanne was, kind of moving side to side, but she was still getting touched, But when Roxanne stopped, she would be more of a target. So I was like, come on, let your hands go, Andrea, if you're trying to, outbox this lady. But Roxanne tried in for another takedown. Andrea defended it. And she started turning it up here. She started actually turning it up with her hands, and she landed a big spinning back fist that connected actually at the elbow, and it rocked Roxanne. So when she rocked her, I was like, okay, what are you going to do? You're going to finish her? But she didn't jump on her. Like, as soon as she rocked Roxanne, Roxanne did this little reaction. I thought she got hit pretty hard. Andrea Lee just didn't jump on her. So in my opinion, Roxanne was really making this round tough, but I feel like Andrea Lee did enough to win this round, fending off some of the takedowns. I mean, Roxanne scored a takedown toward the end of the round, but it really wasn't enough to win that second round. So I gave that to Andrea Lee. So it was like 1-1 here. Round three, last round is what I was talking about with Andrea. It's like she's not really fully committing to what works because, again, Roxanne is just choosing to stand and strike, and where I feel Andrea is just really, trying to keep this range away from Roxanne. Roxanne's just letting her hands go. She's moving side to side and almost looks like she's fatigued because Roxanne has this drunken style, but she's still being tricky. She's still being tricky and still catching Andrea with some good shots. But finally, Andrea opens up with some good leg kicks, and she starts landing some good body shots as well. But she takes the foot off the gas once again. Roxanne, she closes in and gets that clinch and takes Andrea down. So I'm already like, okay, I'm thinking that she's not gonna try to level up at this point or try anything. So whenever Andrea tries to reverse the position on the ground and get some ground and pound in, it's a little too late because Roxanne just puts the weight on her and controls the round from here. And my opinion is that when Roxanne, heard Andrea Lee kind of like telegraphing her punches, because there was a point where Andrea Lee was just letting off shots, but whenever she kind of makes that little yelp where she's throwing her and kind of like forcing her punches, I think she knew that she was tired there, because it really sounded like she was pushing her punches. So when she started doing that, Roxanne went in for the clinch and took her down, and she was like, okay, I'm gonna just ride this round out because Andrea Lee's already gassed, so I'm gonna just take it away from her at this point. So I think that the fight was about I say it was 2-1. I say it was 2-1 for Roxanne. I think she just used her experience and the fact that Andrea Lee didn't really commit to, what she could have did to beat Roxanne. But from here, Roxanne, I don't know what she wants to do as far as in the flyweight division, because doesn't seem like she really want to go straight for the gold from here, because she was really there, after beating Antonina and Macy Barber. I feel like she could have challenged for Valentina, but she instead fought Lauren Murphy and lost, so now she kind of falls back. So I think the Valentina opportunity kind of slid by her, and she has to get behind the Chikagian versus Andrade winner or the Lauren Murphy Cynthia Calvillo winner from here. So I think that either one of those, the winners of those two pairs of fights, might get Valentina next, after Valentina, fights Jennifer Maia. But Lauren Murphy, I think she's not Lauren Murphy, but Roxanne, I think she's kind of going to fall down the list from there. But as far as Andrea Lee, she was number 9. She's going to fall down the rankings. Like I said, I personally would like to see her fight Sabina Mazo, or maybe fight Jillian Robertson if Jillian Robertson gets past Paulina Botello. But from here, Andrea Lee, she has a lot of improvements to make. I mean, I don't really see her like improving a lot. Like, I actually see Montana De La Rosa improve more, but I think Andrea Lee, she's kind of digressing a little bit. I think that she's not really committing to what she could be. She's a very fast, technical striker, but at times, she's not committing to a full-on game plan or using her full arsenal to the best of her ability. And it might be because she was inactive. She hadn't fought since the JoJo loss back in last September. So yeah, really, it's really a question mark on both of these fighters what they're going to do from here. But yeah, man, that's all I got on this, guys. Let me know what y'all want to see Roxanne or Andrea Lee do from here. Like I said, Roxanne's probably just going to be possibly a gatekeeper, a journey type fighter from here, because I don't see her fighting Valentina after kind of missing that opportunity. But yeah, man, that's all I got on this, guys. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.